Hey everybody, it's the Brian Dong Show here from quantlabs.net. Okay, first thing I wanted to show in this Simulink is just a simple primitive calculation of basis for future pricing or future trading. And all it really is just this. I've tried to show this before. It's a custom M function. You can generate this with more sophisticated algorithms. But essentially what we're feeding into it is the FC, futures cash price, or just really should be the cash price, but FP is the futures price. And we just take the difference and that becomes our basis. Now I could be wrong on it, but who cares? I just want to show you the Simulink model and what it can do. Very simple stuff, but it's very effective. So essentially, you've seen the custom MATLAB function in Simulink. You have the cash price, which is a constant, and you also have the futures price, which is a constant as well. These are all constant blocks. We have our MATLAB function block, and this truth table doesn't really work. I'm not even going to showcase that. And then a little scope based upon the decision, which is supposed to be the trading decision, but that doesn't work either. But let me just run this for you. As you can see, we have little gauges here. So we have our basis gauge, which is really this guy right here, the difference on the input of the future, or the cash price, the futures price, calculating the basis, which is this in yellow. Okay, and we can feed the cash price and the future price independently with these little knobs. Now I've set the range at 95 and 105 in each. So this is the cash, this is the futures price. Okay. And then we have, of course, our so-called bases, which is in the range between -20 and 20. Again, I have full control over these as much as I want. We have our output scope, so let's see what happens. I'm not going to run it. I'm just going to do a step-by-step play. So in my case, I've set the cash price at 102, future price at 99. So we should, well, remember, this is just a knob. So it's going to be close as we can get at 302. Okay, so let's run it. So as you can see, it's outputted. Just so you know, we also have this diagnostic viewer when it runs. Let me do it again. Let's put our scope down here. These videos, you always run out of real estate. Okay, so we just so we got 3. Just make sure we're running. Okay, so it's at 3.02, as you can see in the gauge. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to reduce this to, let's say, 101. So we can expect this to be around 2. Let's see what happens here. It's at 2.05, so the gauge has been updated. But this is very cool now because I can develop very sophisticated algorithms, both in the Simulink as well as a custom M function, as you can see here. And not only that, I can set gauges, so if I have implied volatility, in this case basis, or whatever else. These sort of things can be very useful in simulations, that's why they call it Simulink. And you have full control over this. Now, let me just do another, so we're at 1.8. Let me reduce this down to 97 approximately, -2 point whatever. So you kind of get the idea. Now let me show you the different types of gauges we have. I showed them before, or maybe I didn't. I don't know. I'm doing so many videos lately. So here you have gauges, rotary switches, lamps, so on and so forth. But these are very cool, and as you build out more sophisticated models, you can use these little gauges to control visually what you're looking at, and you can also set scale colors as well. So instance, if I don't know, I haven't done this yet, let me just try it out. So if we hit -16, we can set an extreme of some kind, and then maybe if it's over 16 or something like that, kind of warning level. I'm going to apply. I don't even know what I'm doing. But maximum, okay, we gotta get rid of this one. So our maximum, okay, so we gotta go 20 to minimum, no, sorry, negative, I think it's negative 16 to negative 20. Does that make sense? Oh, well, that would help. Getting it backwards here. Okay, so there's the first one. Let's do the other one of 16 to 20. But you get the idea. Set this color to whatever I want. There you go. So I could probably set this to alright, to the extreme, and let's see what happens. Come on, baby. And then let's run one simulation. But you get the idea, just playing around. But it's very powerful. And you can do some really, really sophisticated stuff. And of course, I would not be surprised if we can co-generate. Let me just stop the simulation. Co-generation options. See if we can generate some code here. This is what I get excited about. C++. Keep all the target and the compiler all the same. So build. Apply. Oh, yeah, didn't like it. Oh, it's one of those solver, I believe. Bear with me. Model view, model explorer. I think we need to base. Just gotta look. I know what the exact error is here. Hang on here. Model Explorer, library browser, Simulink project maybe? No. I'll give up on that, but you can generate code once I can figure all this Simulink stuff out. But the important thing is the gauges with the little knobs for input. So again, this is our input, our inflow. This could be our outflow, but this can be attached to any signal that we want. In this case, MATLAB function, which is this one right here. That's what this little guy represents. And that's it. Alright, so hopefully you enjoyed our first Modern Simulink model with knobs for input and base the gauges for the output. Very cool. Talk to you later. Forgot about this. Just to show you how advanced and easy Simulink has now become, we get this error in our code generation process. It's good that I'm going to show this to you. We have a solver. It needs to be a fixed step or a target that selects the variable step. So we'll just keep everything fixed step for now. So let's open that. So we want a fixed step, and that's it. That should hopefully generate or enable us to generate code from this. Okay, let's go back into the code here. Okay, so let's build. See what happens here. Looks like it's got a little warning. Connection error. Logging is not compatible. Okay, this is another problem that I've come across. So again, if we open that, don't think, but if I'm not mistaken, that's a little easier to fix. Somewhere in here, there's an option. Code generation, custom interface, MATLAB, we want that disabled. Okay, so if you come across these errors, this is how you fix them. Okay, so hopefully that'll fix it. Okay, there's a way you can clear all these messages. I'm pretty sure there's a way to oh, let's build, see what happens here. Looks like something's happening. Let's close that window inadvertently. Let's see. We should get a report soon. Model Explorer is close to these windows here. That would help. Shouldn't have closed that window. But I'm going to check my folder. And here. So directory currently basis. Give me a second. Okay, it looks like we may have some source code. Here we are. Okay, so it did create some source code. This is the project. I'll upload this to the GitHub. So you can see here we have some code that's been generated. Time is 10:12:27. See if yeah, this should be right here. This is the latest. So it looks like it's generated everything. I'm not going to go through this. Yeah, it did generate the code, and I'll put that up on the GitHub. So there you go. We've got not only a Simulink little basic model, we're able to generate the code from that. And let me know what you think. Talk to you later.